Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. I've spent my life talking to people, hearing their stories, their triumphs, and their heartbreaks. And if there's one thing I've learned, it's that relationships are at the very core of who we are. They can bring us immeasurable joy, but let's be honest, they can also be a source of deep pain and frustration. Today, we're diving into a topic that affects us all: relationships. Whether it's with your partner, family, friends, or even colleagues, understanding the dynamics at play can make all the difference. Stick around to find out the number one mistake that's ruining your relationships and how you can fix it. Because you deserve to experience the love, connection, and fulfillment that comes with truly healthy relationships. Mistake 1: the power of open communication. I've always said that communication is the key to any successful relationship. It's the bridge that connects two people, allowing them to share their thoughts, feelings, and dreams. But here's the thing about communication. It's not just about talking. It's about truly listening, hearing what's being said and what's not being said. Think about the couples you admire, the ones who navigate life's ups and downs with grace and understanding. I guarantee you, they have mastered the art of communication. When you create a space where both partners feel safe to express themselves openly and honestly, that's when true intimacy blossoms. That's when you can truly connect on a soul level. Mistake 2: the danger of assumptions. You know that old saying, when you assume, you make an ass out of you and me? Well, it's true, especially in relationships. We all walk around with our own baggage, our own experiences that shape how we see the world. And sometimes we project those experiences onto others, making assumptions about their intentions without even realizing it. We jump to conclusions, fill in the blanks with our own insecurities, and before we know it, we've created a whole narrative in our heads that has nothing to do with reality. Think about a time when you were upset with your partner, friend, or family member. Did you stop to ask yourself, what assumptions am I making about this situation? Am I seeing the whole picture, or am I just reacting based on my own fears and insecurities? It's so easy to fall into the trap of assuming the worst, especially when we're feeling hurt or vulnerable. But the truth is, most of the time, the people we love aren't intentionally trying to hurt us. They're just trying to navigate their own lives, just like we are. So the next time you find yourself feeling triggered or upset in a relationship, take a deep breath and ask yourself, what assumptions am I making right now? What evidence do I have to support these assumptions? Is it possible that there's another explanation, another perspective that I'm not seeing? It's amazing how often a simple shift in perspective can completely transform a situation. Instead of assuming the worst, try giving the other person the benefit of the doubt. Ask clarifying questions. Seek to understand their side of the story. You might be surprised by what you discover. Remember, healthy relationships are built on a foundation of trust and understanding, and that starts with being mindful of our own assumptions and being willing to see things from multiple perspectives. Mistake 3: stepping into their shoes, the power of empathy. Empathy is a powerful tool for building strong relationships. It's about understanding another person's experience and feeling what they're feeling. Think about a time when someone truly listened to you without judgment. How did that make you feel? Seen, heard, understood? That's the power of empathy. It creates connection and intimacy, even when we don't see eye to eye. Empathy requires us to be present and listen deeply. It's about setting aside our own egos and truly understanding the other person's experience. To cultivate empathy, be curious. Ask open-ended questions and listen with your whole body. Imagine what it's like to be in their shoes. You don't have to agree. Just be willing to see the world through their eyes. The more we practice empathy, the more natural it becomes, strengthening our relationships. Mistake 4: the weight of unresolved conflicts. The weight of unresolved conflicts. We've all been there. A disagreement escalates into an argument, harsh words are exchanged, and before you know it, you're stuck in a cycle of hurt feelings and resentment. Unresolved conflicts are like termites, silently eating away at the foundation of our relationships. They create distance, breed resentment, and erode the trust and intimacy that hold us together. We might try to sweep them under the rug, pretend they don't exist, but the truth is, they never really go away. They linger in the background, casting a shadow over our interactions until one day they erupt again, often with even greater force. So how can we break free from this cycle of conflict and create a more harmonious dynamic in our relationships? It starts with acknowledging that conflict is a natural part of any relationship. It's impossible to agree on everything all the time. The key is not to avoid conflict, but to learn how to navigate it constructively. When conflict arises, approach it with a spirit of curiosity rather than judgment. Instead of trying to prove yourself right, try to understand the other person's perspective. What are their underlying needs and fears? What are they trying to communicate? Remember, it's not about winning or losing. It's about finding a solution that works for both parties. Sometimes this requires compromise. It requires us to let go of our need to be right and to be open to the possibility that there might be another way of seeing things. And sometimes it requires us to seek professional help. There's no shame in seeking guidance from a therapist or counselor who can provide a safe and supportive space to work through challenging issues. Remember, unresolved conflicts don't just disappear. They fester and grow, creating a breeding ground for resentment and bitterness. But by addressing them with compassion, understanding, and a willingness to find common ground, we can transform them into opportunities for growth and deeper connection. Mistake 5. Actionable steps to transform your relationships. Actionable steps to transform your relationships. We've talked about the importance of communication, empathy, and resolving conflicts. But I want to leave you with some practical tools, some actionable steps you can start implementing today to transform your relationships. First and foremost, practice active listening. Put down your phone, make eye contact, and truly focus on what the other person is saying. Reflect back what you hear to ensure you understand their perspective. Second, schedule regular check-ins with your loved ones. Life gets busy, but it's important to make time for meaningful conversations. Set aside dedicated time to connect, share your feelings, and address any issues that may have arisen. Third, practice forgiveness. Holding on to grudges only hurts you in the long run. Make a conscious effort to let go of past hurts and approach your relationships with a clean slate. Fourth, express gratitude. Take the time to appreciate the good in your relationships. Tell your loved ones how much they mean to you, and show them through your actions how much you care. And finally, don't be afraid to seek professional help. Sometimes we need a little guidance to navigate the complexities of relationships. A therapist or counselor can provide a safe and supportive space to work through challenges and develop healthier patterns of communication. Remember, relationships are a journey, not a destination. There will be ups and downs, twists and turns along the way. But by embracing these principles and putting in the effort, you can cultivate relationships that are fulfilling, supportive, and deeply meaningful. Until next time, thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And you know what I always say, sharing is caring. Share this video with someone who might need it, someone who's struggling in their relationships, or someone who's simply looking to deepen their connections with the people they love. Remember, you deserve to experience the joy and fulfillment that comes with healthy, loving relationships. And I'll be here cheering you on every step of the way. We'll see you in the next one.